TV for well, because that sometimes takes a while. And then record before I continue. Yeah, I don't care. Oh, it's already logging. Successful login. Fine. And create the dashboard. I'm going to release the live stream on the same day. So, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Download. So it's going to take a little while. Yeah. Have a I need to wait for the download to start. I have 0 copyright strikes. Yeah, I hope so. It's only half an hour, guys. Continue, because then usually it just starts ready to download. 4 people on Twitch. Well, while we wait, I can just send this to the offline people. See? There. It's not the greatest quality, but it's better than none. Even kijken. First half. It's the 18th, isn't it? Yeah. More attention to the load. We're for the speed. So, and you need it. And I'm first going to hydrate. Running out of water. Then I'm going to press record. Start recording. There we go. I'm just going to paste those 2 parts together, so an issue. And because it's a speed stream, you won't even notice it. We'll bring his sound on. Mute it. Mute. We're getting better weather this week, by the way. So, quite a calm feeling. I already had the feeling that I was. And this is the center, so. And if I'm a bit silent, I just either don't have anything today, I say focused, or I'm just overwhelmed. And the download is still busy. It needs about 48 minutes. That's a bit weird. There are actually quite some people who still believe that bats fly into hair, and well, if they do, they probably miscalculated, or there were some bugs in your hair. So they're doing it to help you. I do like bats. I heard a story that someone in my family once, found a bat and helped it back on its way. Or who were new to their own place and then called their parents like, I have a bat inside my kitchen. What should I do? And then how to carefully get thick oven mitts or something they can't pierce through with their because they are harmless to humans, at least our bats, because they're tiny and all, and they hunt bugs. That can be very harmful to humans. So always wear protection if you have to handle a live bat, and either toss away or wash it very, very carefully. There's no reason in harming the bats. I believe they're technically becoming an endangered species over here, not in the way that their habitats are getting smaller and smaller. I do know that if people want to build, there has to be some sanctuary or something like that. Also, I have a feeling my connection is quite spotty. But creating little bat homes like they create bird homes. Know that a building project was delayed because they found out a bat was hibernating in one of the walls they wanted to demolish. Wait until the bat was out again. I kind of celebrated the day the bat flew off. But yes, they did wait. First of all, you can get big fines. And that's not worth it. And bats are cool. Okay, that's a bit long hair for Penny. That's more Naraku size. I've also decided to make small coloring blanks to give away. And I'm making them from the free coloring blends I've been posting for 4 years or something like that. It's just 2 coloring blanks on one page and then cut the page in half. So they're pretty much A5 size. So I can put them in the pouches we're creating and put them on places where I just grab them. So they're not the high quality art coloring I've made, but it is a free coloring blank. I need a little guide, a bit more than just this, because this is the hand. Thumb is over here. And it needs to work with this. And I've been informed that the correct grammar is without a comma. Download still needs. So what will be done sooner? Place your bets. You can win nothing, but place your bets. Will my comic be done sooner than the download? That's a bit chubby face. I'm okay with chubby faces, but this was a bit too chubby. And you guys know I frequent giveaway cabinets. With books, I haven't been able to find much lately. Did find a comic, I think Belgian comic from Isabel in Dutch. It was an ex-library book and a few holes in it and a bit roughed up. So you could read the story, and well, I remember liking Isabel a lot better when I was younger. So, but I never read. So there's a possibility it's just a one-off. Collects dictionaries and wat en hoe Grieks, so a Greek travel guide. So maybe he might be interested in that. Penny has a lot of closed eyes in this comic, but she's very happy. Who's a fan of Connie Slay, so I'm going to offer it to them. Someone dropped almost perfect binders, thick ones. So I was like, yep, that's mine. That's a bit weird. Snorkeling fins. Like way too big for me. So I'm going to check the fins of my students, because if they are in need of replacement, then I'm going to offer it to them, because I found them for free. Why sell them? If no one in the group has that size, I'm just gonna donate it to I'm first gonna ask a diving instructor that I know if he wants to have them. Donate them to the swimming club I frequent, because it's quite the big pieces are hard to come by, plus they're very expensive, and this is a swimming club. So either way, someone's going to be happy with it. I also have a few old students, no longer a student of my former students, that one. They also have very big feet, so I might even offer it to one of those. And they looked quite new, those fans. In a good blue. So, if you're the one who donated it, no, rest assured, someone's going to be very happy with it. Okay, that finger is weird. It looks broken. You know which comics I'm talking about. This one had something with Teen Morgan in them or something like that. A floating island. Other than that, I haven't been able to find much in the giveaway cabinets lately. 2 jars for plant pots, and the one who donated them was still there, and I was like, "Ancient one. This was is very old and antique." That means it's antique. Okay, so it was also screen printed, so it is far from antique. It is kind of like cottagecore, I believe they call it. But it's a free plant jar. And we currently don't have plants that need to be... Okay, now I'm making them all the same size, so that makes no sense. Little acorns. I'm gonna resize them because this is a bit too much. But you know, what was I talking about again? I completely lost it all again. And I think we're all accounted for. And she's so happy because she's seeing the bats. And the bats turn out to be pretty adorable anyway. Okay, that's a way too big arm. Still too long. Then using the cheat. Arm is too thick. Arm is too long. Squish, squish, squish. And moving it a bit to the back. And now the trees like. My microphone is in the way. But anyway, I like frequenting giveaway cabinets because I can find things that other people like. Or I once found an art piece from an artist I befriended. It was a little tile with just I know this. So I sent them a message on Facebook and is this yours? And they were like, wow, I sold this piece like 15 years ago, made only a couple of them, and in a giveaway cabinet. Where did you find it? And I was like, well, I found it over there. You want it back? Because, it was hers. No, I don't want it. I was like, good. Then it's now a part of my micro studio. So if I see something, someone sees it and likes it, then I can refer them to you. So, okay, this is pretty much the trees. And now we can make little beds. And I'm not really good in drawing bats, so they're pretty much cartoony. I technically want to trace them, but I want to copy and duplicate them, but it's not like I'm drawing that much of them anyway. I'm just gonna draw one upside down because why not? Doesn't need such a big tail. I like these two the best. And this one after it, and the other ones are just weird. And let's see if I can make it distinct enough to know it's parody, but download is halfway. If that bed is tipsy from rotten fruit, it probably was in our garden. Because from our apple. Is this too dark brown? No, this is decent. No, that's hand coloring. Okay, so there's a little line over here that bothers me. So let's see if I can remove it. Yep, I can. That was easy. Lock the layer because I tend to wrong the color on the wrong layers. I'm very good at that. Also, for those who are interested in musea, het Wereldmuseum in Leiden, World Museum te Leiden, has asked me to host several workshops on their special Children's Day festival. So we're going to host 3 of them. And I've done that before there. And of course, I've been hosting their workshops for school classes quite often. So who knows, maybe more in the future. It is a stable income, plus I like it. The like part is also very important. And well, I don't know the crew personally over there. I know a couple of and what I know over there is whatever happens, it always becomes right again. I know that sounds very cryptic, but missing markers? Markers will be flying my way. Can someone report that bot, please, for me? Because I can't through restream. Mm. Remove the space and remove everything else, please. And thank you for reporting it. See, you're kind of like a mod of mine. You always report them for me. An unpaid mod. I think this is all the... Maybe a bit too much, but that's something I can work with. Also, for those who are interested in things I sell on my website, I removed the listing for the Japanese Dutch recipe book, the bound version, because we only have 5 copies left. So I'm just going to take them to conventions. And we have still a lot of spiral bounds, but the glue bags are pretty much sold out. Let's of course I could keep them on the site, but I can't really limit how much people order. So if someone orders 6 copies, I can't fulfill the order. So that's why I decided to just keep it. It's more a bit amber color, so I decided to just unlist them, and you can now only get the spiral bound. If you really want the glue bound, feel free to contact me. Okay, so this looks a bit silly. This really looks like a floating part. So I'm just going to create a brown. There we go, and make it very dark. That can be darker. See? This looks a lot nicer. And the blue needs to be a bit lighter because you can't really see the bats now anymore. I have to keep in mind, if it goes to print, then it will always be darker, so then you can't really see the bats anymore. And I spotted a mistake over here, or at least an unpainted piece. I think this is all before I do the other one, the anno, so I can go shading. Oh, seems I missed a spot of the finger, but that's okay. I can still fix that. Wait, the light comes from here, so shade should be here. If you like cookbooks, do you want me to look for those at giveaway cabinets? Because they often have a lot of cookbooks. And considering I don't use them, I never take them along. But if you like cookbooks, I can always take whatever along. And if you don't like it, just pass them on, give them, or something like that? Or is there a specific type you want me to look for? Only special ones. Okay. And what are special cookbooks? Because a while ago I saw something about vegan cupcakes or something like that. Doubt they have it anymore because I didn't see it any today. But, what is a special cookbook? I'll just keep the hair white. So bound to TV shows and stuff like that. That's indeed special. It's specially themed to other franchises and stuff like that. Download interrupted. Why is it interrupted? It always does something like that. That's why I don't really like downloading streams from Twitch, because it always gets interrupted right before the end. Now it needs a little bit more than right before the end. It says currently 7 minutes left. That was a bit silly. Also, Clip Studio Paint had an offer for the upgrade of Clip Studio Paint 4, so you can get it for cheap. And I accidentally bought the version instead of the upgrade, so I hope they'll enjoy their $6 tip or something like that. Great. I did the text as well. Don't worry, I'll remove those. That's why I should turn off the text before I copy. But it happens. Most important is when they get removed from this. Right. Text. Yep, now it's gone again. And back to 12 minutes. Now the balloons. Ooh, where is that dot coming from? Aha. Okay, a bit big of a balloon. Let's make them smaller. The comic is pretty much done. So you can go text check while I start up the penny file. It's not done yet. I need the article. Where's... There we go. Article. Oh, you already text check it, so that makes it a lot easier. Okay, what do we think of this? And the download is done. I'm gonna stop the recording because I'm gonna take a little break and you guys can go text check, and then I'll do the whatchamacallit, the thumbnail. Be right back. Back. All the text okay again. I took the opportunity to give Faros his medicine. He was asking for it, so you know. Ooh, I got my staircase goal for today according to my watch. How many stairs did I walk? 11. Well, I'm going to walk one more because, you know, I have to do the litter boxes. Not sure if he copied the text. Article can go. This one's been downloaded. Yes, it's completed. Banner. That's the wrong year. Just 5 more comics after this, and I should have another year done. Okay, so that means this one done. Okay, I didn't record the part where you see I made a banner out of it. Well, I'm assuming people will not really miss that. Didn't check the startup screen. So let me check. I should have version 4, so version 4. Okay. I need to take a picture of this. Because this one also has a deadline. System slow. I really dislike that. This is a preview. I worked along, participated in a coloring book. Oh, keep aspect ratio, of course. And the new theme is a bit more up my alley. So let's see how fast I can trace this. I'm going to make a special video out of this. which will be put up later. Still March. I am allowed to use this image if I ever give a second, publish a second coloring book. They say feel free to use it if you want to, if you need to. So that is nice. Very good. You double check. Always double check, even if you're just a little bit in doubt. That's a nice line. Of course, it's a coloring blank, so but changing the color of the line is very easy. I want to get closer to get a bit better lines. I always wanted to make a second coloring book. I have 2 images for the second version already. Just haven't been able to yet to create more. But I don't think this can be put in that second coloring book because there's already a mermaid image in there. Of course, you could make more mermaids, but I want a bit of variation. And I know I draw these fish a lot, but I really like those fish. They're based on a little bag I own. Just a little, well, handbag, shoulder strap bag. I no longer use the bag because, well, it's too small to put anything in there. You can't even put your phone in there. It's pretty much space for your keys and your plastic cards, your paying cards or credit cards or whatever. Sure, if you lose coins. Not sure if I'm gonna finish this trace because I also want to create a background with Kali, because that way you have an interesting background you can color as well for contrast, but I'm not sure what I want. And well, it is getting late. It's past 10 already. Which lines I have and have not done. For those who wonder why I never draw mermaids with belly buttons, because lines to my fiction, mermaids are not mammals in my vision, my world. They're water creatures, pure water creatures. Mammals have lungs, they don't have that. Mine have gills. Usually I draw the gills at their abdomen. Sometimes in their necks, but it's more what I feel like. Go to great depths, and I don't think that manatees can go to great depths, and they can stay underwater for, well, forever. So mine are more based on fish. And I know mermaids are fantasy creatures, so they can do whatever and don't adhere to biology or other science. But that's, in my world, what mermaids are. Also, those first sailors who thought that manatees were mermaids, how long have they been at sea? Also, do not answer that question because, at least 3 days. Yeah. This mermaid has been inspired by those frilly fish that have those frilly fins that make no sense. So kind of like my goldfish, which was called fish. I always wondered how useful are those fish, fins. The fish are useful, the fins. Talking about the fins. Ah, I got a typo. So it's going to be a speed. One last fish. Hopefully this helps getting a flowy line. So that should be technically all the lines. If you're seeing other things behind it, that's just other art. Didn't put a little piece of paper between it. You can delete it. Now we have black line art. Sketch away. So this is the line art. Save it first. I want. This is not working. I want to select the outline. And then if I create a new layer behind it, get white, new select. There we go. Just a little bit at the top. Literally one little piece. Let's see if I can make an interesting Kali. Where is my Kali? My Kali is over here. Shouldn't be too crowded, but I do want some details. to make it a bit interesting to color. I like this, but maybe... And I know people are like, oh, this is way too crowded for background. I know, but the background is less prominent. Nah, I don't like that one. I think I'm gonna keep it like this. Maybe. Little hearts. Now let's pick print to PDF. Let's see how far it gets. See, you get nice lines. Then I need to return to Photoshop. Where you are? There you are. Oh, by the way, my AnimeCon entry, I sent the free versions, let's call it like that. And I explained that I wasn't sure which entry would fit the requirements. And they said, well, we're currently not in the office, but at first glance, it looks fine. So cross fingers, I guess. Extract lines. This was always a broken action, as they call it, but it still helps because now I have a layer. A new layer that's over here. Wrong file, wrong file. There we go. So this is the line art, the black lines. So I'm just going to make them a little bit thicker. And I know you're like, but that's making them more prominent. Yes, well aware, but it makes the lines a bit nicer. See? 100%. Very pretty lines. Could make them a bit more. Let's see how that works. No, that's too much. So I'm just going to keep it like this. And then save. Oh, wait. Save as. Save as. PNG. But anyway, we'll be seeing if my AnimeCon submission, which version gets approved and which version is probably going to be printed if they want to print it. So saving, and we're done. Then that's a bit too much. Just keep it like this. And behind the mermaid, this is still too crowded. I'm well aware. First, we're going to make a white background because it's coloring blank. See, this is way too crowded. I'm well aware. First, what we're going to do is make him bigger. The background. No, I'm not going to make them bigger. I'm just at least not that big, just a little bit bigger. Okay, and now it's still not good. I'm well aware. And now it's good. It makes it light enough that it doesn't intrude with the art. And it makes it dark enough so you can still color it if you want to. Just makes a little bit contrast. Now, of course, I need my signature here. This is why I like Kali's as background. But of course, my signature isn't in Clip Studio Paint yet. Just make it a bit bigger. That's white. Black, because then I can actually see what I'm doing. Can I copy it just like this? Yes, I can. Put it on top. Select multiply. Instant background removal. At 50%. Well, what do we think of this coloring blank? Of course you want it. Well, I'll keep you posted when the coloring book is going to be published. At least I can send this in. I did get a request of a coloring version of my logo. And I can't remember if I still have that one, so probably gonna look into that. Otherwise, it's time for a new logo, I guess. So, this is what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna paste together the art stream later on. I'm going to make speed streams later on. I'm just gonna call it a day, send message, and maybe grab the book of my passed away friend. So thank you for being here, being my support once again. To those I will be seeing this week, see you this week. And to those I won't be seeing this week, see you as soon as possible. And as soon as possible can be whatever, ever. Bye bye.